जी कोटि कोटि
Hare Krishna, Mataji, my humble obeisances, Mataji. So let us start. Yes. So we have Ryan, Isha, Smriti, Kyati. I think the regular people have not joined. What's his name? Vikyat, Divyansh. Okay, so let's start with prayers. Om Adhyana Timiradasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Who wants to do 21 times Mahamantra chanting? Is Balavranda free?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So yeah, so we are all going to chant along with Balavranda. We'll keep ourselves on mute and chant 21 times. Okay, everyone get ready.
Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Louder. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
So beautiful, Balavrinda. Very, very nice chanting. You chanted with the tune and then very nicely so that everyone can follow. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So today we will be seeing chapter 16, text 4. I think chapter 16. Can anyone say what is the title of chapter 16? The divine and demoniac natures. Okay, let's see the first 3 verses that we learned. So the divine and demoniac natures. Who can recite this verse? Anyone can recite by seeing? We did the first 3 verses before the break. So we can just do a quick recap. Anyone wants to recite? Okay. Okay, I will recite and anyone wants to repeat? I think Balavrinda knows this, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, she knows.
Okay, yeah, Balavrinda, go ahead.
Yeah, Mataji, she's coming, Mataji.
Yeah, no problem.
Mataji,
Okay, so, yeah.
Shri Bhagavan Vajrabayam Sattva Samsiddhi Gyani Yoga Vivasita Garam Tamasya Yagdashya Sadhana Shamadavam Amsa Tattva Bhakto Dashtaga Shatra Vaishnav Daya Bhutesha Dolam Madhavam Veera Chamaram Tejasavadi Disho Chimadro Nani Manita Bhandi Sampadam Devi Mabhajatosi Bhagava
Abhijatasya Bharata.
Very good, Balavrinda. Wonderful. Very, very nice recitation. Okay. Isha, do you want to read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, nonviolence, truthfulness, freed from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aberration in fault finding, compassion of all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor,
forgiveness, fortune, cleanness, and freedom from envy and from the passion of for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature.
Very good. Very good, Isha. Thank you. How old are you?
9, Mataji.
Wonderful. So, yeah, so this is what we read about the 3 verses that are divine qualities, which are very good, that's what Krishna says that one has to cultivate them, and godly men have these qualities. You see, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, gentleness, forgiveness. So all these are the divine qualities. Then he goes to the verse 4, which is demonia qualities. So let's see that today. Okay, so let's learn to recite this verse. Repeat after me. Dhambo darpo Dambo darpo bimanascha
Dambodarpoapimanascha
Krodha parushyameva
Rodapasham evacha.
Dambo darpo bimanascha
Darpo
Krodha parushyameva
Rodaparusyam evacha.
Dambo darpo bimanascha
Dambodarpo vinayascha.
Krodha parushyameva
Rodapayusyam evacha.
Ajnanam
Agyanam
chabijatasya
chabijatasya.
Ajnanam chabijatasya
Agyanam chabijatasya.
Very good, Isha and Smriti. Ajnanam chabijatasya
Agyanam chabijatasya.
Partha sampadamasurim
Partha sampadam asurim.
Partha sampadamasurim
Partha sampadam asurim.
Ajnanam chabijatasya
Agyanam chabijatasya.
Partha sampadamasurim
Partha sampadam asuri.
Dambho darpo bimanascha
Dambodarpovimanascha.
Krodha parushyameva
Krodapadusyam evacha.
Ajnanam chabijatasya
Agyanam chavijatasya.
Partha sampadamasurim
Partha sampadam asurim.
So we will try to learn the synonyms. I'm going to tell in Sanskrit the word and you need to find out what it means in English, okay? Asurim.
Of the demonic nature.
Good job, Isha. Parushyam.
Can you say that again, Mataji?
Yes. Okay, you are asking. Parushyam.
Harshness.
Harshness.
Wonderful, Smriti. Abhimanaha.
Conceit.
Good job, Smriti. O son of Pritha.
Partha.
Good job. Cha.
And
Good job, Isha and Smriti. Krodhaha.
anger.
Good job, Isha. Darpaha.
Pride.
Is it right? Darpaha.
Arrogance.
Arrogance. Good job. Okay. Eva.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Smriti. The qualities.
Sampada.
Good job, Isha. Pride.
Damba.
Number. Good job. Okay. Now we learn Dambodarpo Bhimanascha. You need to tell me this English meaning for this line.
Pride, ignorance, consent, anger,
Pride, arrogance, conceit, and right. The next line is
and
Parushyame
anger, harshness, certainly, and ignorance.
Very good. Certainly, and Ajnanam cha bijatasya.
And of one who is born of, O son of Partha,
These are
Partha Sampadhamasuri.
the qualities of demonic nature.
Very good. Okay. So, Krishna is saying something. Ryan, do you want to read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pride, ignorance, consent, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demonic nature, O son of Partha.
Son of Pritha.
Pritha.
Okay. So, how many qualities are mentioned here? Can you count?
6.
Very good. 6. Okay. So, if we have any of these qualities, then are we divine or demoniac?
Demoniac.
Demoniac.
Right. So we will see. So Krishna explained in the verses 1 to 3 the divine natures. Now he's explaining the demoniac nature. So what is pride? Anyone knows what's pride?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Isha?
Pride is like you want. Pride is like you want. You're like in pride and you really, really want it. It's like,
Okay, that is like greed or passion that I want it, meditating like that. But pride is something.
That I am great.
Yes. I am great. I have this and the others don't have that. Right? So Krishna doesn't like that. Even a bit of pride, he doesn't like. So pride is a demoniac quality. What is arrogance? Can you give an example of arrogance?
I think arrogance is
Duryodhan?
yes.
Yes, Smriti, you were saying something. Yeah, Duryodhana is an example, right? But in our practical life, when would you say that somebody is arrogant?
When they think they're on the top of the world and they think that they're better than everybody else around them.
Right. So, and they behave very arrogantly. Means nobody can do anything to me. I can do whatever I want. So that is arrogance because of pride. Conceit. Anyone knows what's conceit? Conceit means excessive pride in oneself. Pride is one thing, arrogance is the next level, conceit is the superlative level. Excessive pride in oneself. Okay, anger. Can anyone tell me what's anger?
Anger means when you're like extremely mad and you go like I really want this and you're extremely mad at someone maybe.
Right.
Maybe anger is like when you think you're on top of the world and then others say no, you're not on top of the world, somebody else has already taken a position, you get anger.
Right. You're right. Someone else tells us that actually we are not what we think we are, then we get angry. Or sometimes, when things doesn't go like what we want, then we get angry. So that anger is also the quality of demoniac nature. Harshness.
So once you're angry, then you start to be talking a lot of bad words at the person, like, oh no, I have something that he doesn't, so how can he be on top of the world?
Okay. Very true. Very nicely you said that when we are in anger, we speak very harshly. So that harshness is also a demoniac quality. Ignorance. Do you know what's ignorance? So, lack of knowledge or information. When someone says something, oh, I don't know. So I didn't do that because I didn't know. I didn't know that we have to stop. If when the police stops, when someone crosses on red, if you say that, oh, I don't know that we have to stop on red. So is that an excuse when the police say, oh, you don't know? Okay. Here afterwards you know and then you do. Okay, so I'm not giving you a ticket. Will the police say that? No. So ignorance is not an excuse. Ignorance means not knowing, not having the knowledge of. So these qualities belong to those of demoniac nature. So let's see. Can anyone read this?
In this verse, the royal road to hell is described. The demoniac want to make the show of religion and advancement in spiritual science, although they do not follow the principles. They are always arrogant or proud in possessing some type of education or so much wealth. When the king ascended to the throne, he became all powerful with 8 kinds of opulences. Consequently, he became too proud. Because of his fall, he considered himself to be greater than anyone else. Thus, he began to insult great personalities.
Srimad Bhagavatam 4.14.4. Thank you. So this pride, arrogance, conceit, harshness, anger, and ignorance. So these is like royal road to hell. Means if we have this one on top of the other, we are going directly for a very miserable punishment. So the demoniac, what they do, they show off that I am the most religious person. I am following spirituality, everything, but actually they do not follow the principles. They say so, but they don't do. And then always they are arrogant and proud of possessing, oh, I have this kind of education. I went to this university, and then I am a PhD, or I have so much wealth. I have 5 houses, one in New York, one in Chicago. one in Los Angeles, one in New Jersey, like that. So much wealth, and they keep bragging about themselves. So does anyone know the name of this king? Okay, this king is called King Vena. He's mentioned about in the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. He is a descendant of coming from King Dhruva. But after many generations later, King Vena came. But King Vena was very mean, arrogant, proud, very harsh and ignorant king. So because King Anga was not there, his father, so the sages put him on the throne to become the king. But as soon as he became the king, they coronated him. He became too proud. And as Isha said that, he literally thought he was the top of the world. He was on the top of the world. Then he began to insult great personalities. He said, stop the yajnas. There is no God. I am God. So worship me and all these things. And people were scared of him. He didn't promote any good thing, but instead he was promoting all bad things. Then finally the sages went to him and said that you are a king, you are appointed as a king, you need to be responsible. We have appointed you, so you have to worship the Supreme Lord and teach everyone else also in the kingdom to do that. But what did King Vena said? Oh, sages, I am the king now, and you should give up worshipping the Supreme Lord and worship me. And he did not pay any attention. In fact, he disrespected them. And finally, the sages cursed him to death. Actually, the sages wouldn't do that because the king is a very valuable person in the society and he shouldn't be cursed to death. But this king was so atrocious. So he was cursed to death by the sages. And that was the sad story of the evil King Vena. So we should be very careful that we should never be proud or arrogant, because if we are, then ultimately we will not be having a happy destination. Okay, who's going to read this?
Can I read, Mataji?
Yes, Isha.
They desire to be worshipped by others and demand respectfully of
Respectability.
expectability, although they do not command respect, other thrills, they become very angry and speak harshly, not gently. Who asked him to come here? This son of a kept mistress, he should
Crooked?
be so crooked that he spices in the interest of the enemy against those on whose support has he grown up, toss him out of the palace immediately and leave him with only his breath.
Yes, that is too harsh, right? So what do the demoniac people think? That everyone should worship me and respect me. But although they do not command respect, means, but although they don't deserve the respect, they don't act in a way that everyone would respect them, but they say that everyone should respect me. And then what happens? Oh, trifles. Trifles means small matter. They become very angry and speak very harshly and not gently at all. So here, can anyone guess who spoke this? From Srimad Bhagavatam? Duryodhana. Actually, Vidura is the uncle of Duryodhana. Vidura is very elderly to Duryodhana. And Vidura came back after his pilgrimage. He told Dhritarashtra that you are actually promoting your son, who is just evil personified. And he's doing all offenses to Pandavas. And Krishna is there with Pandavas. And what you guys are expecting, you're going to be, there are so many kings they're going to be allied with. So don't support the evil schemes of your son. This he told straight on the face. But Duryodhana got so angry. Vidura was his own uncle, but he told such harsh words to him that he was born to a maid servant. He's so crooked, and he spies in the interest of the enemy. Means enemy is here Pandavas, and Vidura is always, helping the Pandavas that to escape the death trap that Duryodhana put for them. So then he's saying, toss him out of the palace immediately and leave him with only his breath. Means just his breath, nothing else he should take. So he was literally very, very harsh to Vidura. And what happened to Duryodhana at the end of Mahabharata? Anyone knows? Did Duryodhana become victorious? Did Duryodhana win the battle?
No, Mataji.
No, yes, you're right, Smriti. Duryodhana finally was dead because of his own mistakes. He did not, he was speaking very harshly. He was so cruel to his own uncle, but it's not good. So we should take lessons from this example, that not to demand respectability, not to become very angry over trifles, means small things, and we should speak gently. Okay, who can read this?
Can I read, Mataji?
Yes, Isha.
They do not know what should be done and what should not be done. They do everything
Whimsically.
whimsically, according to their own desire, and they do not recognize any authority. These demonic qualities are taken on by them from the beginning of their bodies in the wombs of their mothers, and as they grow, they magnificent all these inauspicious qualities. My dear king, Hiranyakashipu was always drunk and on strong smelling wines and liquors, and therefore his copperly eyes were always rolling, nevertheless, because he had powerfully executed great
austerities
in
mystic
yoga, although he was abominable, all but the three principal demigods, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu, personally worshipped him to please him by bringing his remarkable presentations with their own hands.
Thank you, Isha. So we see how the demoniac people, they don't know what should be done, what should not be done. Actually, we should get up in the morning brush our teeth, then take a bath, but they would do everything in the night. They will just put perfume on their bodies. They will not even wash their faces. And then just perfume and a nice dress, jump out of the bed, eat breakfast, and run to work. Then come in the evening and then take a bath. Evening bath is only a demoniac person will do. Actually, when Hanuman went to Lanka, in the evening, he found everyone doing this, like taking a bath and then drinking wine and liquor. So evening is in the mode of ignorance. Of course, you can take the second bath or sometimes a third bath in the evening, but the first bath or shower has to be taken early in the morning. So, but the demoniac people don't know this, so they do opposite of this. Seeing the demoniac people, everyone also will think that, oh, everybody else is taking bath only in the night. Why should I do in the morning? It's very cold. No, there is a reason why you take bath in the morning. You refresh yourself and your body, the skin is clean, and then you are eligible to take food. So according to the Vedic culture, we don't eat anything without taking bath. Even if it's a very simple thing, always we take a bath, and then when we are taking a bath, the internal and the external, or the skin and the internal organs are all refreshed, and then they are ready to eat. But between taking a bath and eating, we worship the Lord, we say prayers, and then we chant, and then we eat. So this is the that is prescribed rules in the scriptures for our own benefit, so that our body and mind are healthy. But people who don't know this, they don't care about this, and then they do whatever they feel like. So Hiranyakashipu was one such person. And when you come here, he can stenchy smell, because he was always drinking wines and liquors, and his coppery eyes were always rolling. But because he had executed very powerful austerities, every one of the devas personally got him various presentations. Except for Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu, everybody else was basically worshipping him like anything. But finally, what happened to Hiranyakashipu?
He died.
Yeah, how?
Because his son Prahalad Maharaj, he prayed to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu came in the form of Narasimha.
Very good. Yes, Lord Vishnu came and took a form according to suit his boons, and then he was killed. So this is what happens to all the demoniac people. See how powerful he was. Everybody was scared of him, except for Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Every single deva was scared of him. He was terrorizing the universe. But finally, because he was a demoniac person, he couldn't survive. Okay. So today, this is what we saw, that these are the six demoniac qualities, and we should avoid them. Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. So then we saw about King Vena, how he was proud and he did not listen to the sages. Then we saw how Duryodhana was very angry and he insulted his own uncle Vidura. Then we saw Hiranyakashipu, how he was very powerful. He thought he was very powerful and nobody could do anything to him. But ultimately he was killed by Lord Nrsimhadev. Okay, so are you all ready for a quick Kahoot?
Yes, Mataji.
Only very less participants, so everyone has got a chance to win. And it's only a small Kahoot of 5 questions. So let me open that.
Mataji, can you put the question and answer together in Kahoot, Mataji?
Sorry?
Question and options together in Kahoot, like not to use the double devices, like that option is there, right? Do you know how to do that?
I don't know how to do that.
I
But
don't know.
you can use in the same tab also, in the same device, another tab.
It will take time, Mataji. By the time I see the question and go into the other tab, it will be done.
I know, I have to. Do you know how to do it?
No, Mataji. Maybe your son, Nimai.
Let me check.
Mataji?
Yeah, sorry, he didn't know, Mataji.
Okay, no worries, Mataji, no worries.
Next week I'll see. So this is the game pin 831282.
Mataji, you have to share the screen.
Oh, I didn't share the screen. Okay. So the Kahoot pin is 831282. We have Isha and Smriti, only two players. 831282. Ryan and Smriti. 831282. Tulasi Manjari, do you want to play? What about Balvrinda?
Mataji, Balavrinda is outside, Mataji. She was
Okay.
writing something. Just
Okay, no problem. Okay. So we have Prahlad, then we have Hare Krishna, Isha, and Smriti. Anybody else joining? Okay, so we can start.
Yes, Mataji, let's start, Mataji.
Okay, it's only 5 questions, small one. Find the odd one out. Find the odd one out. Wow, all the 4 people did it. Very good. Fortitude. Yes, fortitude is a divine quality. Isha, Prahlad, Smriti, and Hare Krishna. Good job. The title of the 16th chapter is Divine Qualities, Demoniac.
Mataji, this answer does not have much time. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know why.
or maybe
I
all answered quickly. That's the reason. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, but only okay. Prahlad, Smriti, Hare Krishna, Isha, good job. Okay, third question. The demoniac are not arrogant in possessing some type of education or so much wealth. It's true or false? False. Very good. I think when everyone answers, it is
Because
stopping.
there's very less people.
Yes. Prahlad, Hare Krishna, Smriti, Isha, very good. Okay. Fourth question out of the fifth question. Multi-select. The divine. Multi-select. More than one answer is right. This person, divine people, not the demoniac people. Okay, so the divine, that's the trick there. So divine is opposite to the demoniac, so they don't speak harshly. They know what to do and what not to do. So Prahlad, Hare Krishna, Smriti and Isha. Fifth question, multi-select. We are demoniac if it's again a multi-select. Why zero answers? Why nobody answered?
No, Mataji answered, na? I answered.
Okay. Okay. We are demoniac if we demand respectability and if we act whimsically. Very good. Everyone answered very nice. I didn't have time to put more questions. So let's see who's in the podium. Smriti is in the third place. Hare Krishna is in the second place.
Prahlad is the first
Prahlad
place.
is in the first place.
Prahlad, good job.
Good job, all of you. Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Isha is also done good job. Very nice.
Yeah, everyone did a good job. Maybe the questions are sometimes a little bit tricky or somebody answered before, so it's like that. But actually, everyone did a good job. Okay.
Multi-select is little hard, Mataji, to see all the options and select it right.
Wait, they
It
already
takes a little
finished
time.
Right, right. I mean, yeah, it was also like running sometimes, so we couldn't. Yeah, okay, so we will end here. Thank you all very much. Do you have any questions? No. Okay, everyone, see you soon. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All. Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Isha. Bye-bye.